And the whispered file, Carolus Lelou. In the summer of 1925, a traveler named de Montour was crossing the Forest of Villefére in France, racing against nightfall to deliver urgent news to the Duke of Burgundy. What he encountered that night was a stranger in a mask, a man who called himself Carolus Lelou, Wolf. The forest itself was ancient and deep. Miles separated one village from the next, the kind of place where travelers moved quickly, where the locals spoke in whispers about things that shouldn't be spoken of at all. De Montour had heard the warnings. The villagers had tried to keep him in town. They'd mentioned something, a wolf that walked on two legs, that hunted the dark between the trees. He'd dismissed it as superstition, and pressed on anyway. As dusk turned to real darkness, de Montour heard singing coming around a bend in the path. The words were strange, barbaric almost. His hand went to his sword. But when the singer emerged from the gloom, it was just a man. Tall, thin, dressed in Spanish-cut clothes. The stranger introduced himself as Carolus Lelou and offered to guide de Montour back to the correct path, the one the traveler had somehow missed entirely. De Montour accepted. But as they walked, something began to feel wrong. The stranger's face was hidden behind a mask. When asked why, Carolus offered a story. He'd made a vow after fleeing from a pack of hounds. But then he corrected himself. "Wolves," he'd said. I said wolves. His accent didn't match any language de Montour had ever heard. Some words he pronounced perfectly. Others seemed to slip away from his mouth like he couldn't quite shape them the way a human throat should. They walked deeper into the forest, single file, the tall man leading. De Montour watched him move, noiselessly, with long, easy strides that covered ground like nothing human should. The stranger spoke of travels across seas and lands, of strange things he'd witnessed. But de Montour couldn't shake the feeling that something about this guide was profoundly, impossibly wrong. The mask, the accent, the way he moved, the villagers' warnings echoing in his memory. What happened next remains unclear. The account simply ends. De Montour's letter was never delivered. No record exists of him reaching Burgundy or returning to any village. Did he ever make it out of that forest alive? And if he did, what did he really see beneath that mask?